Hai, I'm Spooky dan anda kembali menonton Ruang Bertamu bersama saya. Kali ini kita orang ada sekumpulan guest yang baru yang kita orang belum feature, dan mereka adalah venue owners dan record store owners. Say hi everyone.
Hello.
Let's start with Radzi from Tala Records.
Hi, hello.
Fahmi from Embrace Hall.
Hi.
Arin from Tala Records.
Hi guys.
Dan juga Mak dari Live Facts.
Apa khabar semua?
Okay, so we're going to play a bit of a game, a small game before we start. So this game is like the first thing in your mind, that's the answer. So jangan nak macam, because a lot of girls macam, so just the first thing, that's it. So stay true to it. Okay. The two questions ni macam similar, cuma tempat je lain. Okay, Your favourite shows from memory that's not in your premises, Mak?
Totis kat Singapore expanded.
Jangan nampak pantas ligat macam tu. Okay, nice. Okay. Arin?
Ada one show dekat atas tapi tak ingat apa, serius. I think one of the first show yang diorang baru buat. Time tu ramai yang Elasti baru semua and everyone excited a new place and then but tak ingat show apa nanti I get back to you.
Okay, cool.
Kena ingatkan.
Tak apa. Fahmi?
First gig yang aku pergi dulu dekat Johor Bahru tahun 98 tak salah aku. Safari Pub gig band punk lah. Itu first time gig yang aku pernah pergi dan aku impress lah.
Okay. Nice. Radzi?
Plain sunset dekat kedai. Kecoh sangat sampai kita kena tutup gate.
Really?
Dan lepas tu ada polis jalan. Adds to the suspense.
That
was a good gig lah. We did that dekat dalam kedai lah.
Oh ya, I ingat. Dia satu lah, Cloth and Clef dulu. Ada berapa belas band tak ingat. Sampai pukul 5 pagi lah habis.
Serious lah?
24 hour, right?
24
Who
hours.
was playing? Do you remember anyone was playing?
Force Vomit played at 5 a.m.
One band from Singapore apa semua.
Close
Tapi
and
sampai
Clef.
kena masuk kot pintu belakang lah cerita dia. Yang tu yang rasa macam sampai lunyai lah duduk situ.
Ramai lah tu.
Ramai.
5am gitu. We should try that these days. Tengok macam mana.
Tengok venue lah.
Disco Papan.
Yes, Disco Papan, yes. Lama tu.
Esam.
Okay, so the next one is your favourite shows at your place.
Oh, just too many.
Yang paling macam
I think paling best maybe the recent one yang Playbus punya album launch. I think that was the biggest crowd that we had. Yeah.
Itu dia dengan Sweet Ass semua tu kan?
Yeah, Sweet Ass. Yeah.
What about you?
Me, I think Radzi last year dah lah first time buat. Lepas tu pula geng siapa pula ada satu crowd tu dia terjun daripada first floor. Tapi dia terjun tapi crowd sambut lah. Tu I kat dalam tengah nak ngangkat cashier semua. Satgi macam, weh ada orang terjun. Tapi tak ada apa-apa lah. Everyone had fun tapi tu gila lah.
Tapi tu shock kan?
Tu shock lah. Tapi terkejut lah jantung jatuh lah.
So that wasn't the first time someone tried to do that. I think Choi from Eat Shit and Die tried to do that as well.
Yeah, but I wasn't there. Tak boleh experience tu I dapat je news.
Tiba-tiba dah ada meme kan?
Dah ada meme. Saya ada meme tu.
Nice. Fahmi?
Iqbal M. Dia first show dekat Embrace Hall. Dia dengan kostum dia. Kemudian ada fans dia kostum Spiderman. Kemudian dia punya fan pun seorang pakai sama macam dia. Dan dia lebih havoc daripada Iqbal. Tu yang kira yang semacam lah.
Alright, Radzi?
Jadi tadi aku salah. Best gig at my place was Plain Sunset. Okay, best gig ever, John Jett, National Stadium, Singapore. First big concert I've been to. So,
What year was it?
88.
Wah,
Search open for them.
orang lama.
Search open for
John Jett, yes,
Baru
National
3
Stadium.
tahun.
I didn't know that.
First major stadium gig lah. I was in Sec 2, Sec 3. Parents say, okay, can go. Man, I tell you.
Did that change you?
Kind of like actually, you know, suddenly you see like, first time you see. I've been to like smaller gigs back dekat Singapore and all, you know? But seeing John Jett, you know, a proper stadium gig, then suddenly you know what's the big hoo-ha about, you know? The sound and the people and everything, you know? But best feeling ever lah.
I think time to like this mega concert. I think.
Yeah, it wasn't a
memang,
big thing in
yeah.
Singapore.
Or even Malaysia.
Malaysia for
Hardly,
that matter.
maybe
We had one
once
or
a
two lah.
year.
David
yeah.
Bowie came.
Yeah.
David Bowie came to Singapore.
David Bowie came to Singapore 80 something. But that's it lah. I know the usual people lah, you know. But when watching John Jett was like,
So since I like these answers, and usually kita orang ada 2 question, tapi the third question is I think aku rasa ramai orang nak tahu. So the third question is, if there's one record yang kau boleh pilih, which record yang drive you guys to keep doing what you do now? Let's start with Radzi.
aku selalu cakap dengan wife aku, Sweet Dog Man Star is probably the most important album for the both of us, because I was like dating my wife back then. So and I was like telling her, I tell you, and then suddenly Linda, she doesn't seem like this. My wife doesn't seem like this, like, you know, who likes music, and then after suddenly she came out, oh, I love Dog Man Star. Then suddenly changed the whole relationship, so called.
Oh.
So I always tell Linda, like, you know, Dog Man Star, Sweet, probably our most important album lah.
Interesting, that's a lovely story. Fahmi?
Dari dulu kalau wish lah nak ada vinyl lagu raya. Lagu raya. Itu yang dari dulu impikan, akhirnya dapat juga. Dan dapatnya pun tahun ni juga dapat. Vinyl vintage yang ada lagu Sharifah Aini, Rafi Abuang, P. Ramlee, Saloma. Itu yang aku dapat lah. Pasal, yelah aku rasa lagu lama Hari Raya tu lagi touching lah banding kalau lagu raya yang artis baru sekarang buat.
Apa beza macam dengar, selama ni kau dengar lagu-lagu vintage ni through other means lah, CD ke MP3 ke apa, tapi bila kau finally dapat dengar through vinyl yang vintage tu, masa first time kau dengar tu, how was that feeling?
Aku rasa macam apa yang aku nak tu dapat lah. Dan aku rasa memang puas hati aku rasa puas apabila aku dengar betul-betul dengar groove vinyl tu, dengan lagu yang aku nak dengar dalam vinyl tu tercapai. Pasal kalau kita dengar digital, kita dengar terlalu clean tau. Dan kita rasa benda tu feel dia tak sama macam mana orang dulu buat tau. Yang dia output dia keluar daripada bentuk vinyl. Dan kita dengar groove dia, bunyi dia, groove dia kotor kan. Kalau dengan CD kan clean, dia bersih kan. Tu beza dia tu. Pasal kita baru nampak klasik dia tu dari segi pasal dia punya sound, dia punya feeling dia tu berbeza.
Actually, vinyl ni, it has to do it's being tangible. You know, you take out, it's the whole process of taking out the record, putting, and you know, same like book lah. You know, with e-books and everything now,
Beza.
like advancement in e-books and all. But if you go Big Bad Wolf every year, morning till night, people still buying books. Same thing lah, you know, the feeling of reading a book on e-book and the feeling of reading a proper book, 2 different things, man. Different feeling.
In relation to the Raya experience kan, macam I think now dia punya, I wouldn't say that Raya punya experience has been watered down, tapi dulu-dulu that's how they like macam they celebrate Raya, in anticipation to the Raya, dia dengar the vinyl, celebrate Raya. I think that's pretty, macam it's like going back to time kan.
Pasal tu vinyl dia punya value dia tu, feeling dia tu ada beza sikit lah.
Tu dari segi sound pun kan
lain.
kan. Dia lagi warm.
Warm.
Macam sekarang pun seronok kalau macam budak-budak baru, macam budak-budak kan baru macam macam mana nak handle, macam mana nak ni, so bagi diorang dengar, diorang pun macam diorang kata, oh Arin ni macam new experience yang diorang macam mind blown. Diorang cakap, oh my god, the sound. Diorang tak percaya ada sound macam ni.
Tapi it's strange how kalau korang perasan macam dalam peredaran masa ni, music is leaning towards cleaner and cleaner sound. Tapi there are a lot of macam younger kids juga yang tak suka benda tu. Macam what do you think about that?
Okay, abang I dululah cerita sebab memang daripada abang lah dulu kan. Kira abang I, dia dulu into drum bass semua. So dia beli all this drum bass vinyl. So, I mean drum bass is a clean sound but it's vinyl, on vinyl. So, that's how I got into it. So it's like, bila dengar yang daripada komputer punya and then samples, you know, all those things. So, dia lain tau. Even though drum bass supposed to be clean sound. So dia I pun tak tahu nak jawab. Tapi kira I can feel the hear the difference tau. Even it
I think
depends
it's a
on
very
people lah.
like
It depends,
macam personal experience. I
yeah,
think you have to go
personal
through
experience,
that.
yeah.
In order
Kalau
to
ada budak tak
hear
suka
it.
tu, I guess diorang memang dah brought up on that clean sound semua, I guess. But then it depends on the personal experience juga
Yeah.
lah. Ha.
Tapi macam a lot of kids nowadays, most kids nowadays were brought up with the cleaner sound. Unless macam mak bapak diorang atau abang-abang diorang, like in your case, dia bagi, nah, ni CD, apa Nirvana, apa, during my time. Ni CD, even like a bit later, after that, maybe even the Strokes pun zaman-zaman pun, it still had that sound. Kan? So macam I think nowadays, apa, diorang, I guess, apa, bila diorang start dengan music, diorang dengar contohnya Billie Eilish for instance, so it's cleaner. Tapi do you think that inclusion of someone disrupting that
Bila
preference tu is a key ataupun dia kena discover sendiri?
I think kena discover sendiri.
Itu yang syok.
Yeah,
Tapi
tu yang syok.
tapi pernah tak dapat soalan, benda ni ada lagi ke zaman sekarang ni?
Yes.
Pernah dengar? Ada. Ada lagi benda ni dekat zaman sekarang ni? Pernah soalan biasa dengar?
Actually, aku the reason why I collect music simple sih. Back in the days, I thought like, if I collect music stuff, if like girls were to come to my place, right, I have something to talk about. Then girls would see me like, oh, Radzi, you're cool, man, you collect music and all. At the back of it, when I first started music, that was the reason why I collect records and CDs, so that, if girls decide to come to my place, oh, Radzi, you got cool ni, like how some people like, collect books, they never read, but they just put on the shelf. Because it looks nice. It's a nice conversation starter, you know what I mean?
It is.
Yeah, you collect music, Because sekarang, like, if you just have Spotify and girls come over your place, how do you want to show to the girl, okay, like, this is what you are? Oh, this is, it just doesn't feel the same, like, girl come to your place and,
This is
I mean, back then lah.
No, you pointed out something really interesting actually. Macam back in the day, we don't have Facebook ke apa benda, Instagram ke Twitter, so we don't know the person.
So to show, yeah.
Can.
Your
So
collection is basically...
right, the collection is the
Yeah, that's you. Yeah, that's the music taste. Oh, you got Sweet, you got this, you got Clash, and you got, so that's you. You know what I mean? Back then, now it's like so easy. Facebook, you can like arrange your life, basically Instagram and post all the cool band. People know about you. But back then we don't have that. So you need books and you need. So that's why things like a good book collection or record collection is important in your dating life. You know what I mean?
Yes, true. That's true. So I think we all here macam love our own collection of music, our own macam there's a reason why we open our spaces. I mean, you guys open your spaces. But macam what is that point of time ya korang rasa, you know what, that's it, I'm going to open my own space?
I think for me, I just want to solve the problem of like doing show like elsewhere. So I mean, all this while I've been doing shows like bringing in a lot of like international acts. And I find that it's easier, a lot more easier to have your own space. At least I think you have to solve like for example like certain expenses. I think it's also easy to manage. If you have your own space. I want to be part of that. Running like your own space, how to deal with the bands. Yeah. I think it's like probably the last thing that is on our checklist lah, that we need to do. Because we have done like concert. We sign bands as well. We work with bands, and then we want to at a certain point of time we want to do like magazines. Yeah, because I started with the Chinese scene. Yeah, so venue ni memang dalam I punya plan lah, dah lama lah. Yeah, so I think I just want to have that kind of experience of running your own space. Yeah, I think Malaysia it's kind of easy to start your own space because the threshold bukan tinggi sangat. Macam rental kita pun murah je. It's not that difficult to start up your own venue. Yeah.
Tapi compare KL, JB lagi murah lagi lah.
Yeah. Talking about JB kan, the JB scene in macam buying merch, buying CDs or vinyls, a bit different than in KL, and this is apparent when bands go to tour. When a band plays in different venues, diorang akan cakap JB paling best. And but why?
Mungkin pasal JB entertainment agak limited. Compare macam KL, macam-macam benda kan. Dia punya yang boleh entertain diri diorang. Tapi JB ni ada terhad sikit. Jadi gig adalah salah satu benda yang diorang release tension, keep in touch dengan kawan semua kat gig.
Tapi orang JB suka gig.
Yes, pasal itu je dia punya option. Tak ada lain. Jadi gig adalah salah satu benda lah. Tapi macam benda lain agak slow sikit lah. Contohnya kalau band exposure, kalau compare dengan KL, masih jauh lagi lah. Tapi usaha, effort diorang nampak lah. Pasal band-band diorang sana agak kena kerja keras sikit lah banding kalau kita di KL. Pasal sana apa-apa semua diorang mesti kena dapat exposure dekat KL. Kalau diorang hanya di JB saja agak tertinggal sikit lah. Dan benda tu pun macam I buat record store, mini record store lah, tak besar pun record store dan juga event space. Mostly memang gig lah. Itu atas sebab passion dia. Kalau I buat benda tu untuk first I punya purpose adalah profit, I rasa memang dah lama I memang leave benda tu. Tak boleh terus.
Ini semua
Memang first kali I kena letak I punya itu passion. Baru lain-lain tu akan ikut.
Faham?
Kalau I letak benda tu saya cakap profit, benda tu yang awal-awal I dah tinggalkan lah.
See, that applies for all of us actually.
Yeah.
You want to open a bicycle shop, you need to like cycling, man.
Most people, orang ramai, these days, they consume music differently than back in the day. I mean, nowadays, orang just Spotify, YouTube, whatever yang senang untuk orang kan. So, but what makes you guys rasa macam, okay, it's worth to go against the grain?
They actually music now, there are still this core crowd who are still willing to buy. That's why I keep saying to bands that now you don't need like 10,000 fans. For local band, I'm talking about local context. Now you just need 500 hardcore fans. Point of Hectic, Dirgahayu. They only have like this 300, 400
Small scale.
huge fan. So now what bands need to do is just cater for that 300-400. And your bands can go on 10, 20 years. Just cater to that core crowd. Of course, music is no longer like back then, where your mom, my mom buy CDs in Giant or Tesco. Now it's no longer like that. Now music is more... Music used to be like everybody, back in the days, record company push CD, everybody buy CD. Makcik, pakcik, semua beli CD. But then now music is more concentrated, that core crowd. So just cater for that core crowd. Bands now don't need to cater for the outside of that core crowd. 400-500 fans, that's good. These 400-500 fans will buy every single release that you put out. No longer like Search or Wings or back then, where you need 20-30,000 fans. Now, 1,000 fans. Look at Hujan. Look at, because Hujan like very good have this thing about like, okay, aku jaga crowd aku, aku jaga fan aku, You go to a hectic gig, they're like
Ada fan dia.
30, 40, wah ni mesti yang hardcore punya,
Die hard fan.
Die hard fan with hectic t-shirt and everything all in front, It's like that now. You just cater for your core crowd je. And you are settled.
That idea has somehow got into a lot of bands punya how they operate. Like you said, hectic. Macam they concentrate on these close to 500 people. They have their own community.
Community, yeah.
That has helped them and is continue helping them through their campaigns and all that. So how has that affected the sales at your venues?
Actually better now. Now we get the proper people who come to the shop and buying CDs. Not some guy who randomly come in and aku nak beli CD lah. No. Now you get like people who coming to the store who actually wants to buy CD. For all you know, I can be in Klang and people would just go to Klang, man, and buy CD. Because now people who wants to buy CD will buy CD. People who want to buy records will buy records. So in a way, it's better for me. I don't have to cater for everyone now. I just have to cater for that core group.
So when did this realization kick in? Because from my knowledge, personal knowledge, I think 4 years ago, it was still tengah nak climb up. And then the bands that you cakap tadi, hectic, only I would say meletup in the past 2 years.
Yeah, 2 years, 2-3 years. Back then when I first started the shop, 2014 I think. 2014, I think someone mentioned to me, I think J's1 I think mentioned, wah Radzi, local gig now going down. Free gig also.
2014,
yeah,
right?
2014, yeah, no one want to come. But then suddenly because of something 2016 like that. Suddenly the shift changed, I can't quite pinpoint like something. Even Mark was telling me like, oh, Sweet Ass played 200 people go crazy. You know what I mean? Like this, like 2 years back to 2016, suddenly there's a change, you know. And people can like not get enough of local CD. Dah habis, you know, that kind of feeling, you know.
And then from 2014, 2016, that gap. Like let's just at this point, let's just call it like the gap. Ataupun because that time tu, every show yang kita orang organise
Kosong. Yeah, that's the thing.
I remember that.
2016, 2017, suddenly change things shift. Tak tahu apa salah. I don't know whether because of one release or because of a gig, because of a
dulu
what.
pun event venue tak banyak. So ada one time juga masa after Claw Fan Club closed down and then slowly ada few venues like Palette and all. After that sebab macam I guess tak ada event venue. So
the distribution tu tak ada.
Distribution tu tak ada.
Something happened lah.
Something
I
happened.
said they build up here lah. Mungkin in the span of like few years, I think all this like people like us been doing a lot of stuff, groundworks, I think now is the time to sort of like rebirth your soul lah.
And I guess like cause kita orang macam ni both of you dah go through that ni try. I guess what we can do right now is try to maintain this. Dia tak nak naik and then suddenly turun balik, So
but scene you expect, this wave lah, every scene you go Australia, you go UK, there will be this
cycle
wave lah, this up and then down. We had that early 2000 Butterfinger times, OAG kind of thing, So and then after that for a while they take a break, and then Australian music scene pun sama, back then they had like a crowded house, then after that they slow down for a while, then Vines came in. Wow, suddenly Australian music, and then after that slow down, long time. Tame Impala came in, So I suppose every scene will go through that, this crash lah, this wave.
Tapi glad to know
Yeah, everywhere. I mean, you look, US, UK, bound to have that,
Would you say, there's a saying yang cakap that sometimes you gotta let things die for it to be rebirthed. Do you think macam
almost die.
Yeah, because if you remember 2014, that was at the end of a lot of bands punya macam slowly dia tak aktif. Do you think sometimes we need to just let it go for a while for it to create the demand?
Because macam 18-year-old kid come to the store and I think, boss, ada OEG. I say like, you're 18 years old, man. Why you listen to my band? Why are you still listening to Butterfingers? I mean, they are good bands. Why are you listening to OAG? Why are you listening to The Times? Those were my band. Go and create something your own. I keep like pushing to like, Hectic and Spooky Wet Dreams and, Golden Mammoth, Last, and I think, these are your band. Go and create your own scene, man. Why are you like, listening to in the joking way, like, and then, I keep pushing bands. Go and celebrate your own scene. You know what I mean? Celebrate your own generation, Of course, you can listen to Butterfingers and OAG, but man, that was like, Datuk punya time,
But best though, that's the problem.
I mean,
guilty as
Tapi memang ada benda macam tu tau. Orang yang selalu kadang dia dulu pun dengar macam tu juga OAG. Sampai sekarang pun still OAG. Sedangkan kita nak cuba recommend, cuba ni.
Tapi Fahmi, if like let's say you are like 40, 30, I mean I understand if you like you want to look for Butterfinger because that's where the music you listen to. Tapi kalau kau 17 tahun and 18 years old,
still sama juga.
Maybe they just wondering kot.
Okay lah, maybe they, but I keep pushing the new bands,
Tapi that's actually a good point tau. Macam 18, 17-year-olds. Macam kalau korang perasan, masa 2014, 2016, there were no 18 to 17-year-olds time tu yang nak macam nak pergi gig, nak tahu. They were all in their bedrooms, I don't know.
In a good way lah, you're putting
way, right?
in a positive aspect to it lah,
But after that, diorang rasa macam, maybe diorang rasa boring or takkan macam ni je because in the past, we had a lot of fun. And then the behaviour or the way they enjoy themselves these days are a lot different than and so macam, do you think that now, there are a lot more younger kids, maybe dia jumpa dekat YouTube ke, Bandcamp ke, and then dia nak try our experience. Do you think that's happening?
Or maybe it's their parents' experience yang diorang macam, ni parents aku layan dulu macam, And then, maybe CD zaman ayah dia dah rosak ke. Kan CD kan. So, diorang macam, cari balik. Maybe that or maybe kakak-kakak diorang, you know. I guess that lah kan. But it's just weird jugalah. But I did ask lah, this one dude tanya macam, you know, like you said lah, datang muda macam, oh, macam mana tahu Butterfingers lah, you know, like, and then tu lah dia cakap, oh, cause dulu my mum pun layan. Faham tak? Tapi dia budak, like really small kid.
Bila when I go to gigs, I go to Lifehack and I go to, you know, places like that. How do I judge it's a good gig? You know, when I see at the gig, there's a nice mixture of like 40-something, nice mixture of 18-year-old. When there's a mix, I hate going to gig when it's just like 40-something years old, watching like a you know, band trying to revive their career like a 40-something-year-old band. Man, that's the worst, man. Aku selalu kalau pergi gig, if I see like there's like 18-year-old, 19-year-old girls, like a lot, and 18, 19-year-old guys.
That's
then that
how
means
it
the
works.
scene is healthy. That means the scene is coming already, dah nak start dah. You know, because back in the days, you see all the girls coming. Girls are so important to gigs, man.
Yep.
No, I mean like sometimes you might take it in the wrong way.
Betul.
Yeah, that's why they have ladies' night, man, in the clubs and all. Girls, I tell you, once the 18-year-old, 19-year-old girls start coming to gigs, guys will automatically come in. And when guys automatically come in, the scene will...
To be honest, macam naturally, macam guys memang more into music semua.
More music,
Sebenarnya like really, sebab I ada je kawan-kawan perempuan I macam, Arin kau buka record store. Faham tak? Dapat soalan macam tu. So for me, kalau nampak girls dah start macam suka bands and whatnot. So it's not easy sebab for most people, for them macam yang betul-betul music enthusiast semua lelaki. So when a band dapat like crowd perempuan tu dia
Tapi memang
boleh
betul.
survive lama.
Betul.
You must get the early 20s girls to come to gig.
Pasal
One way or another. I don't know. Bring a DJ to spin in between sets or whatever, something.
But actually, recently, I think you will agree because we did some shows together. We did a show at Tala, a few shows actually, and you could see there's a lot of 18, 19-year-olds, and some of them are girls. I think most of them are girls, right?
Most of them are girls.
Yang datang, so I'm like, wow, ni daripada mana tu? Okay,
I sendiri pun macam, diorang ni tak pernah nampak ni. Tapi,
yeah, exactly.
Tapi at the end of the day, diorang jadi frequent datang. So,
So that's nice. Always nice to see girls. I bet Mark will say yes to this. You know, when you see gigs like, you know, like 40% girls, 60% guys, that's a good gig, man.
I think it depends
Nice
on the
mix.
lineup, yeah.
You know?
Because we have this series, Life Act called Push to Play, whereby it is actually a platform for all these like unknown bands. Surprisingly, I think for the last 2 months we did like really well. In fact, I think we have the biggest crowd for that particular series, because we have all these like new bands that they will bring their friends over. There was one gig, remember, that with Senja, Time Machine, and 2 more bands that played.
I mean, well,
Yeah,
Senja
I
dah
know,
bila
I think Mark was saying like, you know, if you bring 10 fans, then you'll be paid for or something like that.
That's a
But
format
I-
lah. That's
I
a
also
formula.
realised
That's
juga all these bands
one of
kan.
the ways.
All these bands actually diorang start daripada universiti diorang.
They did.
So budak-budak universiti ni, okay lah contohnya, case I'm from Lengkok Wing. Cyber tu tak ada apa. Contohnya kan. So bila band member diorang buat band tu, diorang buat gig, kita orang macam, ada something nak gig. Member aku main, jom pergi. Padahal tak, not really music enthusiast sangat pun, dengar pun macam top 40. So actually I pun dulu from there jugalah kan. Pergi gig, you know, layan kat MMU semua dulu ada gig. So tengok macam, no, I think that's why budak-budak band baru ni diorang bawa
It's always a
penting
case
juga.
like that. You know, when you see a gig, you want to go, you want to join, be part of the crowd. You know, like we can attract more that. Hey, I want to go, but I'm scared. You know, if you can, Mark, maybe you should change the rule. You must bring 10 girls.
Ladies' night.
That's 10 fans. You bring 10 girls, I tell you the gig.
Ladies'
half
night,
price,
half
half
price.
price
Yes.
ladies kan.
But I do remember when macam, I think not 2016 pun, maybe early 2017 ataupun end 2016, when kita buat ataupun orang lain, whoever buat gig yang macam nak memperkenalkan newer age bands kan, tak ada orang datang. But I didn't realise that, I think masa you did push to play ataupun ada this band called Rotan Chippers or something.
Yeah.
Aku see that dia bawa kawan-kawan dia tu. And
Most of them are their friends, I think. Yeah, maybe, I mean, they will come support them, like maybe for the first, second gig, you know. After that, it's all leave it to them how they're going to build their fan base, you know. Yeah.
pasal bendanya ni aku start buka Embrace Hall 2009. Aku nampak benda tu pasang surut dia aku nampak Tapi mostlynya untuk crowd yang newcomer datang, kadang-kadang memang betul lah macam cerita dari college, dari universiti. Kat situ ada tarikan lah untuk aku nak datang gig tu pasal member aku punya band. Jadi aku mesti datang. Tapi benda tu makin lama makin kurang makin kurang asal kalau band tu tak aktif. Dia hiatus lama, tiba-tiba dia muncul balik. Kononnya comeback. Tapi yang lain punya fan dia dah kerja, dah kahwin, dah apa semua.
Payah sikit tu.
Dia pasal tu kena band bagi aku, even macam waktu tengah tak ada gig ke apa. Pasal tu passion dulu lah. Pasal passion tu yang jadi kena terus. Even tak ada gig ke, tak ada orang panggil aku pun, aku yang buat gig. Mostly benda tu aku nampak macam Nas Plate of Happiness lah. Orang tak pernah panggil aku yang buat gig. Jadi benda tu nampak tau, continue. Kau ada perform, balance. Kau ada releases, kau ada fizik, CD contohnya. Dan lepas tu kau perform untuk exposure. Benda tu balance nak jalan. Jangan kalau time orang tak panggil, okey lah. Tak nak pergi lah, tak nak buat apa-apa lah. Dia kena buat something lah. Contohnya macam tu lah. Orang tak panggil aku untuk show, aku buat gig. Itu yang benda yang nampak benda tu still balance je. Ada je.
Tapi bands pula macam like bands come and go ataupun ada yang macam kau boleh nampak daripada 2009 dia ada and then sekarang pun dia masih celebrated.
Dia masih. Kadang-kadang benda tu ada. Cuma dia hiatus je. Contohnya macam tu aku cakap, tak ada organizer yang panggil band dia, so dia tak ada action apa-apa. Jadi dia diam lah. Tiba-tiba je dah 5 tahun baru dia comeback kononnya. Dia baru comeback. Sebenarnya kita orang ada, tapi ya memang dia cakap ada. Dia orang tak ada declare split up ke. Tapi dia orang cakap ada. Pasal benda tu orang tak ada panggil kan. Jadi dia orang cuma tak ada action apa-apa.
The problem I think Johor, man, someone should take over Plague of Happiness, man. The problem with Johor is, Johor, Plague of Happiness, that's it, period. A new band should take over, say. Macam like, look at what happening to Ipoh now. Because problem, nobody follow up what Body Surf did. Suddenly Ipoh, 1 or 2 bands here and there, Radio Wave came up. Because no young bands. Berapa kali aku cakap, like 40-year-old, you cannot depend on 40-year-old, 45-year-old guy, man. Because, we get married, we got kids, we tend to get lazy. The 18-year-old and the 19-year-old and the 20-year-old must follow up. I tell you, I'm getting sick of Johor, Plague of Happiness. Where's the rest of the band?
Mungkin pasal
someone like, a new Johor band.
Aku mengharapkan macam tu tau.
That's the thing.
Band tu ada. Tapi kita tak clear band tu. Dia hiatus, dia tidur ke apa, tak tahu.
Tapi rasa dia orang ada avenue dah. I mean ada platform to sort of like
Platform of course
showcase
ada.
themselves.
Embrace sentiasa allow dia orang untuk buat apa-apa. Tapi kita orang takkan nak pasal dia, kau main lah. Tak boleh. At least sebagai seorang band, kau kena do something. Orang dah tak panggil show kita ni 3 bulan. So takkan kita nak diam je. Tak apa, kita kumpul duit, kita buat gig. Kita buat gig, tak apa, kita buat gig, panggil kawan-kawan kita. Yang datang pun memang kawan-kawan pun yang datang. Tapi daripada kawan-kawan tu yang mesti akan kawan-kawan tu dia ada kawan lain. Nanti jadi kawan by kawan. Aku kenali member, aku punya member. Kita nak yang macam tu. Tapi benda tu kena band lah. Bagi aku sebenarnya benda tu
boils down to the
effort
band lah.
pada band.
Nak ke tak nak lah.
Nak tak nak, betul. Dia selalu cakap, band aku ni, ni, aku ada release single. Kat mana? Spotify. Lepas tu je dah senyap.
Betul, mungkin juga kalau band-band lama kan, and then rasa banyak dah buat lah kot, collab dengan band-band baru, ajak band baru main sekali semua.
Betul.
So I think macam benda tu dia cycle lah. So, macam kalau ajak sekali main dengan band-band baru kan, sekarang dah banyak kan buat kan. Begitu Bittersweet bawa ni, OAG bawa band Hillside, So nampak lah old face dengan new face, crowd dia orang. So sekali lah. So
we need the new bands. I keep saying to the young guys, man, we need new bands, man. We need younger bands.
Penting.
Enough with the 40-year-old, 45.
I think there are a lot of new bands out there lah. Because after we created that series, I rasa banyak gila. I dapat macam Instagram ke message ke asking for slots. There are a lot. Just that I think we have to like sort of like provide them with a platform to sort of like to shine.
Betul, I agree.
Otherwise.
And for the new bands, so much easier nowadays, Instagram,
YouTube.
You can practically like just put a YouTube video out, you know. So easy for band nowadays. I don't know why
Links, you know.
like not more band. Johor Hummingbirds
Yeah.
suddenly quiet.
Banyak
Good
pop
bands, you
scene.
know. Pop scene. Couple of good bands out there, no. But again,
Static. Dia pasal balance, kena balance lah bagi aku. Kita exposure asyik main gig je tapi tak ada rilisan fizik pun tak guna juga. Pasal apa? Apabila orang datang kan, orang happy dengan lagu kau, wah, boleh sing along sekali. Lepas tu je terus balik. Benda tu tak tersemat tau, benda tu tak simpan tau. At least kalau ada benda yang material contohnya CD ataupun t-shirt ke apa-apa merch yang band punya, band tu akan lama tau. Pasal orang akan simpan benda tu. Aku ada band ni punya album, ada 3 version pun aku ada simpan. Benda tu yang jadikan orang, kau punya fan akan lama dengan kau. Berbanding kalau engkau ada lagu tapi engkau hanya press dekat YouTube ataupun medium macam tu, tapi engkau tak riliskan pada dalam bentuk fizik, yang aku nampak memang akan tak lama fan kau. Fan kau hanya suka dengan kau waktu tu je. Dah lepas kau pun habis, diorang pun akan habis. Diorang pun akan ikut habis pasal kau. Melainkan kalau kau ada release. Pasal aku perasan tau, macam Play of Happiness ni, walaupun kat JB ni orang asyik sebut JB, mesti akan samakan dengan JB Play of Happiness Itu je yang diorang tahu. Pasal apa yang aku nampak Play of Happiness macam tu Walaupun macam zaman-zaman yang cakap tadi tu 2014, 16, zaman tu kan kira macam hamba kan. Memang aku nampak juga macam aku buat gig kat tu pun crowd tak ramai. Organizer pun Mi aku dapat bayar deposit dulu Mi. Bulan depan aku bayar habis. Tak apalah. Pasal kita pun tahu kan crowd pun tak ada. Tapi benda tu still nak continue juga. Jadi aku nampak macam Play wala event dia tak ada orang panggil dia, okey dia yang buat gig, dia yang buat tour. Kalau tak ada orang nak buat release, dia buat release. Dia kadang-kadang keluar single. Kalau benda tu maknanya walaupun tak ada orang beli, sale pun turun, tapi passion tu kena ada. Benda tu lah. Pasal benda tu nafas, bagi aku nafas. Jangan cakap pada band, pada crowd pun, pada gig organizer, pada record store punya owner, semua benda tu berangkaian bagi aku. Benda tu berangkai. Tak ada record store, muzik pun akan habis juga. Tak ada gig space pun habis. Pasal zaman kita pernah lalui dulu, buat gig mesti dekat pub. Kita terpaksa bergantung pada disco mana-mana. Bos boleh bos. Weekend ni I order dengan you, I nak buat gig You sudah ambil I punya slot, sepatutnya weekend I punya sale tinggi. Disebabkan you nak buat gig, I punya charge RM5,000.
Kena bayar lebih.
Tapi regulation kena ikut disco punya owner. Itu zaman aku rasa 20-30 tahun lepas. Zaman tu tak ada langsung tau, live house tak ada. I kena do something. Itu yang I buka Embrace Hall. I start tu. Embrace Hall, I modal cuma deposit je. Dengan I buat satu stage, barang I sewa dengan kawan. Semenjak tu I boleh continue, boleh modal sikit-sikit sampai jadi. Sampai sekarang proper sikit
Could it also be macam a lot of newer bands, dia tak nak ambil show because show tu tak berbayar. Macam diorang tak suka the currency of exposure. Could that also be kenapa?
I don't think so. I think maybe organizer pun kena ada macam tanggungjawab. I think they have to put their bet on the newer bands, because if you look at gigs out there, a lot of them they play safe because they're not audience kan. So that's why they will invite like the more like well-known bands to play. But then I think we have to strive for a balance. Mungkin dalam satu gig you feature like 2 like more established band, and then like few more like newer bands. I mean, they have their own followers anyway. So yeah, I think we have to like sort of like open up, you know. Yeah.
Tapi kalau macam you cakap tadi pasal payment, memang band ada hak minta payment. Dan organizer pun kena ada tolerate. Even dia tak boleh bayar pun, bagi satu benda yang confidentkan band. Janganlah orang tu, contohnya I band I baru semalam tau create band. I jumpa you organizer. Bang, boleh tak minta duit minyak sikit? Patutnya you provoke I. You baru start band semalam terus minta duit. Tapi bagi I, bands tu ada hak. Memang betul. Tu rights. Dia minta. Dia bukan merompak. Dia minta. Tapi sebagai organizer, you macam mana nak convince band? Okay, you bagi ni untuk exposure you. I pun, budget pun ngam-ngam. I pun tolong you tolong I. At least macam tu. Memang kadang-kadang ada band yang jadi serik. Tak nak aku pergi main gig lagi. Aku baru minta payment, aku dah kena. Sebenarnya benda tu kena tolerate lah. Sama-sama naik. I nak jadi organizer yang berjaya, you pun nak jadi band yang berjaya. Kita sama-sama. Pasal mostly banyak band yang surrender, tak nak buat band, tak nak main gig pasal tu lah. Organizer pun selalu macam dia marah. Kau baru band pertama, baru first time, Baru main semalam, hari ni buat band, terus nak minta payment. Ya, kalau I sebagai band pun macam I malu lah. Alamak, baru je first time nak rasa. Dah kena marah je kan. Dah tak nak buat band.
I think gone are the days lah where fans
tapi
play for free.
payment
At least a token fee lah bagi.
Yes. Tak kisah benda tu. Itu macam mana you tolerate. Organizer pun kena cakap, okay lah, sorry lah, kita tak boleh bayar. Tapi I boleh tolong you. I bagi you exposure macam ni. Pasal I punya, ya macam ni, kita band DIY apa. Kita pun organizer DIY. Tak dapat fund daripada mana-mana pun. Kita buat pun atas duit gaji ni pun belum bayar hutang lagi. I buat gig dulu. Tapi benda tu dia kena work together. Semua main peranan. Saya cakap macam record store punya owner, dia kena exposekan band ni. Convincekan orang, oh ni band ni bagus, ada talent. Dia punya lagu pun sedap. Contohnya lah. Itu tugas sebagai record store.
Tapi kena ada kontrak lah.
Yang RBA formula tu, yang push to play tu. Actually, every show that we feature like macam 4 bands. So they have to place a deposit of like, I think maybe like 200 or 300. And then it's refundable. Tapi dia kena bawa 10 orang. Actually, bukan nak ambil deposit tu. Sebab kita nak push the band to promote the shows and bring the crowd in. Lepas tu, kita akan bayar from the door takings. So every show they will get certain amount of payment.
Perfect for new bands, you know. Kadang-kadang bands ni pun nak kena, you got to pay your dues first lah, you know.
Yeah,
you got to play the crappy shows first, the non-paid shows first, you know. You got to pay your dues lah, you know. When you're there, then you start asking for, you know. It's a standard journey lah, you know, for bands, I suppose. You know.
So would you say that exposure is a currency, but macam up until a certain extent je?
50-50 lah.
50-50.
Yes.
I think juga benda ni subjektif juga kan.
Subjektif,
Ni strategi kadang benda ni.
Because ada yang some bands they make it, some bands fail. I mean it's fair, you know, part of the, you know.
Pasal benda ni semua bergantung. I pun bergantung pada band. Kalau band tak nak main tempat I pun, I rasa pun alamak, macam mana ni band pun tak nak main tempat I. Benda tu
Depends lah.
berkait. Benda ni berkait. Pasal kita naik, tak boleh, band tu pun tak boleh naik terus tanpa bergantung pada yang lain. Dia mesti bergantung yang sama juga. Sama-sama benda. Kalau kita pun tak bantu, diorang pun tak tahu macam mana kalau diorang nak platform kat mana. Macam yang tadi yang Mark buat push and pay apa semua kan. Tu benda strategi. Masing-masing ada strategi. Macam I pun bagi kau boleh lah buat gig for free. Tak apa untuk exposure. At least I punya strategi pasal apabila I buat gig for free, datang, orang boleh datang I punya beli barang I. Pasal free kan, datang. Jadi crowd ramai tengok I punya staff, okay, beli CD. Pasal I punya tempat, location memang tak strategik lah, jauh. Orang nak datang semata-mata untuk beli CD tu agak betul-betul je, memang betul nak beli CD baru datang. Kalau saja-saja minggu-minggu memang nak datang tu memang impossible lah.
But the strategy works also for Teenage Head and Tala, especially during Record Store Day, Cassette Store Day, and Vinyl Store Day, right? So, how has it changed along the years? Macam contohnya macam that year, kesedaran untuk merch, kesedaran untuk CD tu terbuka tak after each days?
Wow, every year getting. So that's why this year we're trying to move because getting too big for us to handle already. So that's why this year we want to do at Mark's place. After hectic play, riot weh. After hectic play, we decide to bring somewhere else already.
So itu right tepi longkang tu.
Too big already. Hectic change everything for us actually.
Besar tu.
Yalah, but you can see man, 2014 I started Record Store Day, berapa orang datang, you know. Just a couple of friends, you know, setting up store. And then getting bigger by the year.
Sampai macam ada buat demo
I think last year Cassette Store Day was like, okay, too big already, cannot. It's just me and the wife running the shop, a couple of staff, part-time, and then, you know, last year was like, you know, we suddenly like, cannot stop, we got to, you know, bring to a proper gig, you know, like a proper sound, everything, you know.
Okay, so like the last Record Store Day, yang orang cakap apa, riot tepi longkang, which is
hectic lah,
hectic
Cassette
kan?
Salah kan hectic.
Salah kan?
Don't blame hectic.
So, was it Cassette Store Day or
Cassette Store Day?
Yes. So, dia ada time tu ada keluaran kaset juga from them and then from
Hectic was released by Arwah Kimi. We released Vagabond, apa ni?
Play of Tunjal.
Couple Play, you know, a couple of releases lah.
So dia punya conversion kan from let's say hectic performing, to people buying their merch right there and then. Nampak tak that?
Oish, nampak? Difference. Like, you get like young girls, tak pernah datang kedai. They just want to see height for the show, height handsome. And then they go to the shop, you know what I mean? Then they go to the shop, alamak, ada CD. Oh, okay. Let's get one Toko Kilat CD, for example.
Tapi impak lah. Record store dia, kat store dia memang impak besar lah. Orang terus suka dengan fizik. Rilisan fizik.
Tu yang I cakap masa record store dia tu, Aiman dalam kedai busy, show macam okay lah hire kan. Adalah budak-budak tolong kan, budak-budak mustache tolong. Kat bawah tu dah tak tahu lah jadi apa kat bawah. Dah tak tahu dah. I dalam kedai dah.
You can see lah. You can see people now.
After diorang perform turun naik atas beli. So, you know, tapi itulah dia punya impact tu.
I think just now Fahmi was mentioning about CD, right? The physical product. How important it is. Very. Because, okay, for example, you release 500 CDs, right? You have 500,000 views on Spotify or on YouTube, play and everything. But it's the 500 guys who buy your CD. This is the 500 guys that will come to your every gig. If you release your CD, 300 copies, and then, you know, the 300 guys, these are the guys that will come for your gig. Not the balance of the 470,000 yang akan datang gig. Is that 300 yang beli CD. That's because, you see, you know that people are actually making effort, go to a record store or go to a gig and buying the CD. That's the fan that you want. You know what I mean? You don't want fan. Okay, aku nak dengar ni. Alamak, best lah band ni. Okay lah. You know. So these are casual fan. It's nice to have casual fan, of course, you know. But it's even nicer to have that 300.
Betul.
Like okay macam show, show dekat macam you open Embrace kan, you pun ada record store. Bila kan kita buat show dalam kedai kan. So I kalau boleh every band letaklah CD ke kaset ke apa kat the place, sebab whenever you have show and the bands bila kan boleh datang approach kata nak main kat my place ke apa-apa kan, siapa-siapa ni place. Macam imagine like dah letak ada CD kat situ and before that diorang dah nampak oh ada CD, ada physical, ada tote bag. So dia tengok you tak payah tengok ni, you main. Betul hari tu you main. Of course they gonna just straight and dia ada tadi nampak CD terus beli. You know, that thing lah yang kita nak.
Then early 2000, MySpace. You know, look what happened to MySpace. All the music from early 2000, gone.
That's up.
Bands download to MySpace, that's it. You don't know what's going to happen to Spotify, man, 10 years' time. You got the CD, it's always yours. You know what I mean?
Agree.
You know, now you might think, Spotify is the way to live. Manalah tahu that the guy go and gamble $10 billion of his Spotify money, suddenly Spotify bankrupt.
Oh.
Betul.
Benda boleh jadi. Benda
Boleh jadi.
MySpace happen, man.
Yeah.
All the early 2000.
Nak cakap pasal tu kan, I mean now big festivals and whatnot, diorang pick the bands nowadays, they're looking at all these, you know, stats from Spotify apa semua.
That's crap, you know.
So I macam me coming from as an organizer juga, so I macam a bit like, you know, how you understand like where we're coming from.
Because
like, what if something happened to Spotify? Then
it's an okay gauge,
but
not the only gauge.
yeah.
You know, you don't impress me with your 50,000 views, but if your band can sell out your CDs, 500 CDs in one day at my shop, then I'm impressed.
So for me, all these organizers juga, you have to go to all these gigs or shows, kena at least hantar orang lah, whatever, minta feedback. Ambil video, whatever, see for yourself, like whether diorang ni worthy or not to be, you know, at your. Sebab tengok all the
that's
fans
with using this gauge.
Yeah.
I could like be in a band and say something racist and put it out a single, and you get. I'm not pinpointing to anyone, but you know, you can say something racist or something outrageous or taking out your pants in a video. Suddenly your video got like 4 million views. Does that mean that your band is good?
No. But actually that betul tau. Sebab macam in the end, if you tengok penggunaan Spotify ataupun streaming in general, macam tak semua user yang stream tu dengar lagu hari-hari untuk kegunaan sendiri. Ada juga untuk cafes, for example yang illegally guna as a macam personal accounts or whatever. And so macam And then also ada juga orang-orang yang casual listeners yang just listen sebab nak buat kerja. They don't even know who the
Yeah,
hell.
who the hell the band is? You know, they don't even check out the band.
Exactly. And yang paling the worst part is that because of this macam because of the algorithm, dia dapat tahu macam okay, since algorithm ni since music ni work, more bands akan buat music ni, so more people are more exposed to music ni saja. So music yang sama best, maybe cuma lain format, tak dapat.
I think I agree with him. I agree with him because I think there was this Taiwanese band called Sunset Roller Coaster.
I love Sunset Roller Coaster.
The reason why they became so famous is because people who listen to them is also a fan of like bands macam Boy Pablo lah, Mac DiMarco macam tu. Sebab dia dengar music Mac DiMarco dengan Boy Pablo tu, dia orang kena Sunset Roller Coaster.
Algorithm, yeah.
Because of algorithm.
So that's how Boy Pablo get big because of some
Di YouTube kan mula-mula.
missed out. Apparently, don't know what. I think someone was mentioning it. That if you listen to city pop, if you stop, they will play Boy Pablo or something along that line or something.
Yeah.
So that's how Boy Pablo got big. But that mean that Boy Pablo is the best band ever.
It's subjective.
You know what I mean?
It's subjective.
So it's best for you to go and see the band yourself, man.
Yeah.
No, I think it's like those days when we read like music magazines, kan, album review. Kan kat bawah dia kata if you like this album you can try out.
Yeah,
like,
you can try out. So
recommendations.
yeah.
Macam tu aja rasa. Yeah.
So you saying?
But it shouldn't be how good the band is. Shouldn't be.
From
That's the only. Shouldn't be.
yeah,
It
shouldn't
can be
that.
a rough gauge, but you gotta see the band actually, man.
Yeah. At the end of the day, you need to see the apa orang kata crowd punya, how the
Yes.
band interact and also the crowd interact with the band.
That's very
apa
true.
semua, yeah. Sebab kalau harapkan algorithm semua, we don't know the algorithm is from where.
And then it's not just that. Macam I think it's proven that more people will listen to slower songs because since it's more functional in apa kalau nak buat kerja ke apa. So that doesn't mean band-band yang main kasar tak best.
Yes.
It's just that macam because diorang ada tailored macam playlist untuk before tidur lah, untuk buat kerja. So obviously these metal bands tak masuk dalam those playlists, and they have their own macam rock this punya playlist. And so peluang tu as bands yang maybe they're fucking good live tak dapat banyak sebab placement tu. Placement tu created by Spotify juga.
I mean,
Yeah.
dia ada pro and cons lah. Okay, it's good to have Spotify juga. At least orang luar yang tak pernah macam tiba-tiba dengar. Ada juga yang dapat macam tiba-tiba, we found out about your band. You're like from here, you know.
Pros and
Ada pros and cons je. Tapi, I mean in terms of live music, like organisers apa semua, tengok from algorithm semua tu yang I macam, you need to see these bands actually.
I agree.
You need to go out and see and experience yourself.
I'm not
and-
against Spotify. I love Spotify.
Yeah,
I love Spotify.
Yeah, sama.
I can't live without it.
I love Spotify. Band baru keluar album, Macam nak cakap nak tunggu CD dia. 2 minggu baru sampai. Dengar Spotify dulu.
Buat sampling
Yes,
lah.
Dia membantu.
Dia macam kita baca magazine dululah.
Pros and
Kita
cons
tak
lah.
tahu.
It's pros and cons. There are good things about it. There are bad things about it,
Music review cakap, listen to this yang dulu lah magazine kan. And then kita, siapa band ni? Betul mesti kita pergi cari kan. So it's like that. Macam Spotify, kita dengar band ni best. It's how I...
Betul,
it's
kadang-
like that.
Betul.
So that's the pros
Algorithm
and
can
cons.
only
Dia
be
membantu ke? Dia
right
membantu.
to a certain. Kau go out with this girl, or this girl supposed to like music, then you go out with her. Supposed to have long hair, supposed to be this body shape. But then when you go out with this girl, tak ada chemistry. Yeah, this girl might be like, worst music taste ever. But suddenly when you go out, there's chemistry. Same thing with band, man.
And
This is something that you cannot put pen and paper.
That's true.
Rule. Like love
Macam Spotify macam like I said lah, macam I don't think I can live without Spotify. Because Spotify
Yeah,
dia macam dia bagi the brand awareness. You know what I mean? Macam like for dia music listener ada dua. Satu yang dia dengar through online je, satu lagi dia nak the physical experience. But at least I feel that Spotify is part of the listening experience. Macam from listening to it, best gila babi, to going to your record store and beli record, to going to your venue spaces to
watch the band. It
yeah,
works
to
both
watch,
ways. hand in
yeah,
hand.
in hand lah. Yeah. So
Selalunya
like I
memang
said,
macam tu
like
lah.
that's pro and cons lah. Tu dia.
I rasa
Pasal kita
lifestyle
pun
juga
baru macam
lah.
tu.
Sometimes I think our lifestyle change lah. I ingat dulu zaman college, lepas
Kita orang
sekolah
mana
balik
je.
rumah buka vinyl or CD, we just listen like for 2 hours. without stopping.
I punya zaman, I went to the music store. Duduklah situ 5 jam, I dengar satu-satu.
Zaman
Tu
Tala Records.
Tala Records.
Tala
Yes, Tala
Records tu.
Records.
Yang pun beli.
I naik
just
bus.
listen lah.
Satu.
I daripada Subang naik bas, metro bus pergi Tala Records. So lepak 5 jam sebab nak balik Subang jauh gila lah kan daripada Bukit Bintang. So I lepak dengar bands.
Back then also like the CD sleeve, for example, or the record sleeve. You know, say you listen to Nirvana Nevermind, or Steve, you listen to In Utero, for example, and you say, Steve Albini, who the heck is this Steve Albini guy? Then you go and check out who's Steve Albini. Oh, he used to be from Big Black. He used to be from Shellac. He's produced Pixies. He produced this. Then suddenly you become a Steve Albini fan. So that's why all this inner Steve, I think that's the next evolution for Spotify actually. To have all this into the... But then sekarang pula Spotify pula dah jadi lagi skeleton pula lagi. The way I see the Actually, I thought the next evolution for Spotify is to have all this information. Who produced the band, who's Butch Vig, you know? I think that's the next evolution, I think, for Spotify. To have all this info because it's important, man. You know, to know who produced the band, you know?
Betul, I agree. And since we're talking about Spotify so much, maybe you can sponsor the next show. but anyway, also, thank you for coming to our little Ruang Tamu. And but before kita orang close, I just nak tanya each of you all punya macam what's next for establishment. Maybe start with Mark.
I just hope that the virus.
Oh yes.
Oh, yeah.
Right
I
now,
would say that 2020 will be like the year for local music.
Yeah,
then
yeah.
the virus seems to
suddenly
knock
that's
the...
how, hey, this
Fuck
is
out
our
everyone.
year.
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, anticipation was really high, you know.
Yeah.
I think that this is our
I
year.
keep
you know?
saying 2020 was like, okay, the year where, you know, local music gonna like, you know, explode or something, you know. But the virus
Yeah.
knocked the shit out of everyone, man.
Yeah, literally.
I think you just have to wait and see. Yeah, because right now just
Right
a
now
lot of
it's just a
uncertainties.
waiting game.
Yeah.
Wah, waiting game right
Yeah,
now.
yeah.
Macam nak cakap pun,
So semua tengah postpone kan. Macam aduh.
Yeah. But I think it's all good. I think when the thing is over, we will bounce back. Yeah.
Yeah, we should
think
bounce back. Yeah.
Macam, you know, dah senyap sekarang ni, then people rasa lagi macam,
Yeah,
oh my
Yeah,
God.
dia macam suppress kan.
Cepat, you know,
Betul,
nak
betul.
pergi.
So let's hope this blows over lah soon. And thank you so much for coming to this humble Ruang Tamu.
Thank you,
Kami.
ajak.
And hopefully kita akan berjumpa lagi di Ruang Tamu ini dan maybe di venue-venue korang semua.
InsyaAllah.
And that's it for this episode. So if you like this episode, korang kena tunggu the next episode untuk dengar lagi rentetan-rentetan aku dan guest yang lain. I'm Zee Spooky and you're watching Ruang Bertamu. See you next time.